If there's one piece of advice I'd give someone going into an on-site interview, and this would be besides, the formalities of actually preparing for an on-site interview, this will certainly be to read the room, or at least be aware of what's going on around you during that on-site interview, because more often than not, this will give you clues that will significantly improve your chances to actually get the job. For example, I recently discussed with someone that just went through a rather intense on-site interview and clearly told me that, hey Dan, I believe the main reason why they gave me the job was because of the bar raiser session. Because aside from that, I've done pretty poorly on all the others, but once I had to deal with the bar raiser, I immediately spotted the occasion and automatically ramped up my performance, took some extra risk than I would normally do, and put together a great show. And since the bar raiser has a little bit more influence over this process, the chances have significantly improved. So this would be one scenario where you could make the difference, but there's plenty of others. Just keep in mind this. The best possible behavioral interviewers will never give you any clues over how the interview actually goes. They would rather give you false positives than anything else. They will prefer to get you to extremes in order to spot, eventual problematic behaviors. Now, luckily enough, companies, especially larger companies, cannot afford paying or having expert behavioral interviewers in all of their sessions because they do a lot of hiring. So more often than not, you could capitalize on this by actually reading what the interviewer is actually looking for when they ask you a certain question. And if you manage to do this, not only you will be able to provide them with a good answer, but you will also predict the type of information and give them the information ahead of them asking you eventually a ton of follow-up questions to manually extract it from there. And understanding why they ask you the question is probably even more important than you think, because what happens in an interview, in an on-site interview, you'll be probably more concerned of the fact that, hey, what if I don't have an answer to a question, than having the best possible answer to that question. So by understanding why they ask you the question in the first place, you automatically be able to tune up your answer to give them what they are really looking for. And after all, behavioral interviews and any interview is about differentiating candidates and about ranking candidates. So mimicking your interviewer's behavior and understanding and giving them what they're really looking after is the best formula to significantly improve your chances to get the job. And even further, I've also heard from candidates who said that I believe that the fact that they really liked me during the interview because I really understood what they were looking for from me during the interview, it actually made a difference, and they actually gave me an even better offer than I would have expected after the on-site interview.